Hi class, this week you are going to watch a video that I put together describing how I did my DLA and what I learned from it, and when I was a student in this course. And when I came into the course, I was asking some questions, like many of you have, about whether what we are learning about emerging adults is really just a Western phenomenon or if it applies in other cultures and contexts as well. So when I had to find somebody to interview, I asked my friend who was a classmate at Fuller and who was the pastor of a English-speaking Chinese congregation. And so many of his congregants were emerging adults. And then he had asked me to be a guest speaker there. So at that time, I was a regular guest speaker. And so what I learned in my DLA actually really helped me do a much better job ministering to the emerging adults when I would go there. And I hope you find your DLA just as valuable. But a couple things I want you to listen for as you watch my video is, one, this is just one way to do a DLA, and this was how I was processing the information I was learning and trying to find out if what we were reading was happening in contexts other than my own. And secondly, I hope you'll pick up on the idea that context matters, and so that when you go into new or different contexts, or maybe even the one you're in, to really listen and learn and find out if these expressions of emerging adulthood are happening and how they're happening, or how they may be nuanced or different. And then third, I just want you to know that I'm fully aware that the Asian American label that gets broadly applied to all Asians and Asian Americans, I recognize that that is way too broad to do justice to the multiple expressions that are out there. I'm still learning more about Asian Americans, and so this is not to in any way imply that what I learned here or what I'm saying applies to everyone who's an Asian American, but this is what I learned from my pastor friend and what he saw happening in that particular setting. So I hope it's helpful to you. I hope you enjoy, and I'll look forward to hearing your thoughts after you listen.